Yes, please, if you wouldn't mind sending the first pupil through. All right, if you wouldn't mind just getting them to come and sit on the chair for me. Okay, thank you. Ah, brilliant. Come on over here. Take a seat there for me. Hello, lovely. Are you all right? No? I didn't think so. What's the matter? Oh, sweetheart. Hey. It's okay. Right. Let's just take a breather. All right. And just talk to me about how it is you're feeling and what's wrong. Okay, so you don't like needles? Yeah? Alright. Has there anything in your life that's triggered that off, do you think? Have you seen anything on TV? On the news, or... Okay, you're not sure? Okay. Can I have your book? The red one? Yeah. Thank you. Let's put that and have a look through. So have you had all of the injections up to date? You think so? And how were you every time? Okay. Not too bad? Oh, I hope it's not me that's scaring you. Oh, that's all right, Ben. I made you smile then, didn't I? Yeah. Right, let me just have a look through here, okay? You just calm down. Here we go. Take one of these tissues, okay? That's it, good. I'll put them over there if you need any more. Okay, you just take a breather, and I'm just going to have a quick look through your book. Okay. Okay, so I can see that you've had do you know if you had any kind of reaction in the past to any of these? You don't think so? Okay, I know you won't know some of them because you are very young, but I just wanted to see if you knew anything. But if you don't, then that's a good thing. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Yep. Okay. Okay, let me just jot it down here. Okay. Right. Do you know what injections I will be giving you today? Okay. I have had an agreement slip back from your parents to say that they're happy for me to give you the injections today. All right. So you've had these before. So you've had the tetanus, which we're having one of those. You're having a low dose of diphtheria, and you will also be having a booster of polio. Your parents also asked me if I could give you the first TB injection, which means I'm going to literally inject on your arm, and if you get a rash, it looks like a rash and it's like all lots of little dots. If you get that, then I will need to give you the actual injection. If you don't get that, then you're fine, you don't need to have it. Okay, but the ones I need to give you are the ones that are due, which is the tetanus, the low dose of diphtheria, and a polio booster. Okay, and then obviously I will be including the TB prick test. Okay, but you won't really see that. No, that's all going to be like in a little pen, and I'm just going to go like that. It's like a round circle. It just looks like a little pen. So it'll be literally like down. That's it. Yeah, and you won't see anything. Don't worry. Okay, but you don't have to look at all, do you? No, if you don't like it. No, but I am highly trained and educated, all right, and I've done this thousands and thousands of times. Oh, I have, and not just in schools. Yeah, and they've all worked out really, really well. All right, yeah, got nothing to be scared of or, you know, worried over, anything like that at all. Okay, but you tell me, what's bothering you? You're not quite sure? All right, no, it's fine, it's fine. Okay, so you just, I'll have to jot this down, okay? So, you're not liking the idea of the needle, okay? Scared of the needle. Okay, and is that because of it hurting, or? Have you ever had a bad experience with an injection before? No, so you've always sort of had a bit of a strange feeling. Okay, it makes sense, yeah. And it's just escalated? Are you going through a stressful time at school in general, or at home, with your schoolwork, friends and things like that? Is there anything that's bothering you, that's affecting your mental health, your anxiety, depression, or anything like that, that may be contributing to this fear? Okay, not 100% sure. Okay, don't worry, it's okay. No, don't get upset. Honestly, it's fine. It is really, really fine. Okay, but I won't hurt you. I'll be as gentle as possible. And we need to have these done to protect ourselves from all these nasty diseases that are around. Because if we don't, we're going to be a lot more poorly, and we're going to be scared of more things than just a needle. Yeah? Okay. But let me just jot that down. So you're scared of the needles. Okay, so you possibly feel a little bit stressed at home. Okay. All right. No, honestly, it's fine. I won't say anything. No, confidential. It's fine, my love. Honestly. Yeah, I know. Yeah, are you struggling a little bit? What's happening at home? Oh, okay. I'm sorry about that. And that's bothering you a little bit. Okay. All right. I've got to pop that down for my notes, okay? But I won't discuss that. Okay. Right. How long there, that been going on? Has it been a while, or? Okay. And how's your sleep? Not doing very good with sleep. Okay, that can actually contribute to anxiety as well. Okay, so if you're having disturbed sleep, trouble sleeping, and you're not eating and drinking properly, that can also have an effect on somebody who suffers with anxiety. Okay, So please try to have a lot of fluid, preferably water. And if you can't eat big meals, that even though you would like to or something like that, don't feel pressured to eat it all. My advice would be little and often, because you can have a big portion, which as long as it's your portion size that you should be having, then that's fine for you to do so. However, don't force it all down you, because that's just not good for anyone. Because once you are full, okay? Yeah, that's right, and you don't need it then, do you? It's just a waste. Yeah, it's not good. So, my advice would always be small and often. Have something for breakfast, a little something for lunch, and maybe a little something for tea. And if you also get a little bit later on, get a little bit hungry, just have a little snack. I'm sure your parents won't mind. Okay. You can always tell them. My advice would be possibly to have a sit down with them and tell them how you're feeling. Yeah, might help. You don't have to, no. But it just might help you a little bit with that, with your sleep and your eating and your drinking. Okay, and then your stress levels. Alright, so I've got all that down here. Okay. So maybe that could be making you a little bit more anxious. Okay, but you can't recall having any worries or experiences with needles or anything like that? No. Okay. Are you normally quite squeamish? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and I know the pain can you know, worry people sometimes. Right. Okay. Now, if you wouldn't mind, okay, if I could see you again possibly in a week. Okay, not to another injection, no, but I was thinking we could maybe sit down and have a little bit of a session on you, your home life, and how you're feeling at home. How does that sound? Yeah? You seemed to wanted to offload to me then. I could see that it was like a relief for you. Yeah, no, honestly, I don't mind. I don't mind at all. I can do that, and I do also have a other colleague who's a counsellor that could actually see you as well if need be. But I think to start with, maybe we could meet again and we can actually have a chat about your emotions, your feelings, and how you're struggling at home and with work and things like that. Yeah, so your schoolwork is stressful. Trouble at home, sleeping and eating issues. No, I promise you, no, I'm not going to say anything. This is confidential, okay? What I will have to do is obviously tell your parents that you've had the injections and how you were, etc. And I will tell them obviously that you're a little bit worried about the needles and things like that. Okay, but I won't tell them anything else. No, not without your permission. Unless, obviously, I am extremely concerned about something, then I would have to speak to a professional. Okay, and then take it from there. All right, sweetheart. But don't worry about that. Everything we talk about is confidential, and I'm here to help you and, you know, look after you. Yeah? All right, so if we don't mind, then we can do that, yeah? All right, so how about this time next week, because I am free? Yeah? Okay. No, don't worry about it. I'll talk to your teacher about it and they'll be fine. Okay, so if I can see you, and I'm going to book out an hour for you, okay? So at the same time, what I need you to do is literally just come to my door, knock, and wait on the chairs outside for me. Okay, and then I'll call you in and you can come sit back down. And then we've got an hour where we can sit down and discuss all the things that are bothering you with school, work, home life, parents, yourself, and being a teenager and all those things. That sound all right? Okay, and then we can go from there. But don't worry, I'll talk with your teacher. Can you just confirm their name. Okay, Debbie, that's fine. Brilliant. I will talk to Debbie, that's fine. Right, can you just confirm your name? And your date of birth? Okay, and what year are you in? Perfect. It's not a problem. So I've booked you in, same time next week. Hopefully you'll come and see me. Okay, you don't need to say anything to anybody. I will just give a note to Debbie and she will know when to expect you to come out. Okay, it's all fine. Everything like that will be sorted out behind the scenes. Okay, you don't need to worry yourself about that. Okay, my lovely. But I do need to do your injection now, and I have a lot of people waiting out there to have theirs done too. I know, I don't mean to rush you, I really don't, and I know this is going to be really scary for you, but you are so amazing that you're even sat here and you're talking to me. Yeah? I've even getting some smiles out of you, you know. I know, I appreciate that, but let me just get my gloves on and then I'm going to just show you a few things before I do anything. Yeah? Okay. And I thought what I'd do today to lighten the mood a little bit, pink gloves. Well, pink is my favourite colour, but, well, I fancied a change. So, pink ones. Thank you. Right. I'm happy with that. Right, as you can see, these are my pretty gloves, and this is my blue apron. Now, I wear these for protection, okay, and it protects both of us, okay. So I don't want you to think it's all scary, because it's not. This protects my clothes from any liquid going on there. Yeah. And my hands are all nice and clean, sterile. The gloves, so nothing of yours can go on my hands, and vice versa. Okay, that's all it is. Yeah, because I know sometimes it can always look a little bit daunting, can't it, when you see. Yeah, I know, but that's all that is. Okay, right. I will in a moment have to take your temperature. Just need to make sure that you haven't got a temperature. All right, good. Then there's a couple of these pots, okay, and in here is what is going to be vaccinated into you. Okay, right. Okay. Now this is a syringe. Yeah, look, no needle, nothing. Just a simple syringe, okay? There's several ones, different sizes and things. Look, nothing in it at all. Nice and clean, nice and sterile. And then we would pop the needle on the top, and then we'd get the product in here first, pop the needle on the top, then I can inject it to you. Yeah? Okay. Let me just show you the needle. I'm going to do it slowly, a bit at a time. Right. It fits in my hand. Okay. You can see a base, which will go on top of the syringe. And there we have it. Okay. Yeah? Wow. Okay. That's it. Breathe. Breathe. There you go. It's gone. It's gone. Okay? So we're looking at the needle. It's not going to hurt you. Okay? Because the needle can't jump and go and hurt you. No? Even if it was on that, it can't jump and go and hurt you. I'm the one in control. You see? Not the needle, me. And do you trust me? Good. So I'm not going to hurt you, am I? No. And I know everybody's different. Everybody's pain threshold's different and things, but, you know, we can get through it together. It's really, really quick. Injections are very quick. It's not like I'm taking blood. No, it's just literally in, out. Yeah. Yes, I have a few said about the tetanus jab, that it's a little bit quite sharp because it's done quite quickly. But I will be as gentle as possible, but I need to do as I have to do. Okay. So, let's pop the needle onto the syringe, okay? Now it's going to look really big, so you're going to think, oh my. But look, bit at a time. Okay. 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 Yes. Good, you're looking, that's brilliant. See, it's not going to hurt you, is it? No. It's not going to jump over? No. And it's not just going to do it on its own. Do you understand that I'm in control, not the needle? Yeah. So at any time in your life, if you have been scared of a needle, and think back, at that time, did the needle hurt you? Have you had a not very nice experience with having a blood test? Possibly. And I'm not going to be giving you a blood test today. And even if I was, it's not going to hurt you because, well, it's not going to jump at you and do it itself, is it? Just like this needle, not going to jump and do it itself. You haven't got to worry because I'm in control, not the needle. Does that make sense? Okay. Can you think back to any point that you were scared of a needle? Anything in particular? Did your nan used to knit or crochet? Okay. Any stitching work? Okay. Right. Okay, let me just write that down. It's very interesting. So, we've got... Is that your mother? Yeah? Mother... I bet it looked really quite large as well at that age. Because you can get some needles that are very thick and very long. Yeah, so that probably didn't help. Okay. So she was stitching. Did you say a name tag? Oh, on some school clothes. Wow. Okay, maybe that's why you don't want to be in here then. Oh dear. Right, and then she slipped. Oh really? And then it went into her finger. Oh, and that was quite painful. Oh, did she swear? Oh, did she cry? Well, yeah, I can imagine at that age. That fit. Oh. And then you saw the blood. And the cut. That makes sense. That really does make sense. Okay, thank you. Let me just pop that down. Okay, that makes sense a bit more now. So, possibly then, you're a little bit worried, okay, because when you were a bit younger, you saw your mum with, which looked like a big needle, okay, and she was stitching on a name tag on your school clothes, okay. It could have been anything, I guess, but it was just the fact that it was for your school, linking the school being scared to come to the school nurse to have your injection, okay. Yeah, so that slipped and it hurt your mum and she was very upset, yeah. And you saw the blood and you didn't like the blood and that made you feel weak and sicky, yeah. That feeling that you felt, if you think back, just hold your stomach and close your eyes. Think of that feeling, that moment that happened. How do you feel? Do you feel like you felt when you walked in here to get that done? How does it feel? Does it feel the same, or describe it to me? It does. Anxiety? Yeah. Totally makes sense. But now I want you to see that it wasn't the needle's fault. No offence to your mum, but it was your mum's fault. Yeah, she slipped. What was she doing? Not looking properly. Was she watching the TV? Exactly. There we go. Stitching and watching TV. Well, that's what happened. So think about it realistically. Your mum was being kind of careless with what she was doing and she slipped, hurt her finger, went mad, upset, etc. Then you, because you were young, you put your brain with it all together and that means it's the needle's fault. And I don't like needles. Do you get it? And you've never seen that needle, have you? I mean, that needle is not the one that hurt your mum, is it? No. And even if it was, that's not going to jump over there and hurt you. Yeah? Okay. All needles are different sizes, different thickness. Okay, different types of needles. But, you know, they are very gently put into your skin, whether you have a blood test or a injection. Some of them do need to be a bit more forceful, but we stretch the skin and it's how we kind of get them in, okay? But these aren't the same as what your mum was doing, okay? It's funny, isn't it, when you click about it, that, well, it wasn't the needle's fault. What's the needle ever done to you? Yeah? Does that make sense? Yeah, I hope so, because I just want you to just become aware that actually you've held this grief and this anger and the fear as overtook your life, and you were blaming a needle, but it wasn't the needle, it was your mum. But your mum would tell you the same, that it wasn't the needle's fault. She'd say, well, it was my fault because I wasn't watching what I was doing properly. Yeah? There you go. See? Yeah. And that is the best thing to think about when there's anything you're scared of and anything that's worrying you. Think back to a time, if you can, to a moment that something happened that upset you. Sometimes you have to go really deep and dig right in. It's always good to do it with somebody else, a professional, so we can sit down and work through it. I'm not saying that that's going to be the be-all and end-all and all the cures are going to go away for it, and you know, there's not going to be any fear again and all this, that and the other, but it's a good starting point. Okay, so here we go. This is the needle and the syringe together. Can I bring it a little bit closer? There we go. You can see. Look, it's not hurting me at all. It's not moving on its own, it's moving when I move it. Yeah? Okay, would you like to just gently touch? Well done. That's it. Don't worry, it's perfectly fine. It's clean, sterile, and I'll pop it in the safety bin and I'll get you a fresh one out, so don't worry about that. Okay. So, nothing's going to hurt you here today. Okay. You're very welcome. Take that away with you and just practice it at home. Okay, it'll probably take a while, but I think if something's going to happen, so you can just go for a blood test, put your thought to this moment and what I was talking to, and work your way through those feelings and really think, well, hang on a minute, that thing is controlling me. You know what I mean? Yeah, when it was just an accident. Okay. Right. Let me just check your temperature. Okay. Perfect. You feeling all right? Good. Right. So, as I said, we have 3 different injections. Okay. I've got 2 in the one. And 1 on its own. Okay. And then I've got to give you the punch for the TB as well. Okay, that's those little needles together and you kind of punch it in like so. Okay, that's very quick and easy, that one. Right, while that's there, I'm going to You feeling much better? You're looking a lot better, actually. Yeah. We'll do some breathing before we start, okay? Good. Okay, can you just pop your arm out like that for me? Thank you. Let me just check. Great, that's clean on the other side. Good. Okay, you can relax again. I'm just going to get some sticky tape. Okay, so what I've got is a patch to put over the injection site, okay, and what I've just wiped your arm with was a nice alcohol gel to clean the area, and the tape is to help stick the patch in place. Okay, that's all. Good. Perfect. Just get out a new one. Good. Take a new cloth. Right. I'm going to stand up for this now. Okay. All right. Okay. Shh, 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 shh. I know you did really, really well then. All right. I know. Shh, 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 shh. Oh, sweetheart. Come on. Come on. Hey. All right. Okay. Yeah. You're not being silly. It's all right. Try to think about what I said. Yeah? So look. Liquid is in there, which has got to go in your arm. Okay? Good. Okay, I'm going to stand up, all right? Come right around here. Just close your eyes. I want you to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, please. That's it, nice and steady. Okay, I'm just going to touch your arm. Okay. That's it. Just feel a sharp scratch now, okay? That's it. Well done, well done. Pressure there. Feeling alright? Not too dizzy? Oh, bless you, well done. Well done. Well done. Great. Just pop that over there. There we go. How was that? Oh, I'm well pleased. I'm so proud. Brilliant. Oh, here you are. Here you go. Bless you. It's like a relief, isn't it? Now, how did that feel? Yeah? Well, that was just one on its own. Okay. So now, I've got one more to give, okay? And I'm going to do the other side. Okay, put your arm back in that position. Thank you. Wasn't that scary? No? Good. Very gently I did, okay? Right. Okay, put that and that there. Get that. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to write the arm again. Okay, just feel around. Okay, this one might be a little bit more sharp, okay? Okay, we'll feel a scratch right now. That's it, you're doing really well. Good. That's it. All done. All done. Put pressure there. Excellent. Excellent. You okay? Good. Good. Well done. Well done. How was that? You okay? Well, you should be really, really pleased. Brilliant. How do they feel? Yeah, they will feel quite tender. Okay, probably for the next 24 to 48 hours maybe. You may get a little bit reddening, it may itch slightly. There was no blood when I popped on the patch, okay, so you should be fine. Yeah, okay. But everything went really well. So now I just need to TB prick test. Okay, this will go more towards your forearm, okay? So we'll do it this side. Just clean the area. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so I've got this special needle. Okay. And keep your arm like, yeah, just right like that for me. That's it. Thank you. That's it. Just relax. It's going to be quick. Okay. Okay, you ready? How was that? Good. Not too bad. Made you jump. There we go. I will cover that one up. Please make sure that you remove these covers when you get home, okay? Let the air get to it. Perfect. Great. So that's all done. Was it as bad as you thought? No. Good. That's what I like to hear. It was lovely to meet you, and I hope I've helped you and comforted you and made you feel a lot better, okay? But you did amazing. I'm so pleased. Yes, you did absolutely amazing. So, I just need to sign this so that you've done. So, if you do have to have the TB injection, then it will be with me, and that will be in a couple of weeks, okay? If you could let me know if anything appears there or if anything doesn't appear, please. Okay, but the time I see you next week, we should know an answer by then, so that's fine. Perfect, that's done. So that, and just jot it in the book. Right, so your red book is just there. Okay, so there's all my notes, all done. Right, let's get a fresh pair of gloves for the next people. You feeling all right? Good. You definitely look a lot happier than when you first came in here. It's my pleasure. Okay. Well, please just keep hydrated for the rest of today, okay? So try and drink plenty of fluids, and I know you should be doing that anyway. All right, good. You keep that hydration going through you. All right, yeah. I will obviously let Debbie know about next week. Okay, about coming to see me. That's fine. That can be just between me and you and your tutor. Okay, good. And in your book, I have popped in the second print, which is on the back of my paper, so your parents can see that. That's just got the information of the injections that I've given, the date, the time, and the code and things like that. And I also just popped a note in there just to say that you were feeling really anxious when you first came in here about it. Okay. No problem. So hopefully now that you're not going to be scared of those needles anymore. Yeah? Alright. Well, I will look forward to seeing you next week. You take care now. Bye-bye.